Hey everybody, welcome back to the EQN Sports Desk driven by Holiday Auto Group. This is going to be a good one, Josey Butler.
I think people that know us are a little scared.
Sarah's
at home going, oh,
no. I know. I'm going to send her this for sure.
Oh, for sure.
She was asking about, she's like, how's my old pal doing?
I try to get her to come. Every time I know I'm going to be somewhere you're at, I'm like, hey,
I know.
Why don't you come? We'll pretend we're 21 again.
Oh,
Dru
man.
might be scared.
A lot.
It'd be really scary.
A lot. That was right about the time you came into her life is about the time she just ducked out of mine hardcore. So I'm going to kind of blame you for that 13 years that we didn't see each other.
I'm glad I could fill the hole. And I promise I will never tell any stories on her.
Right.
Girl code.
Girl code, right? So that we got to tell that story, though. That's kind of funny. We were at Prefert last year. And you're doing art.
Yeah, over there playing with your boys because they're awesome.
And had no idea.
Not a clue.
We had no idea of this connection at all.
Added you on Facebook, and then, I mean, God love her, she ain't changed since high school. So I see her picture, and I'm like, I know her. Dadgum, she didn't age.
Yeah, it's so funny.
I know, it was wild.
Yeah, talking about my wife. So I call home, and I'm like, do you know Josey Butler? And she's immediately like, how do you know Josey? It was funny. She's
the world gets really small.
We had a good time.
We had a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, people don't hang on rivers like we used to.
Right.
They
Right.
sure don't.
It was just funny. Like she got a big smile and she's like, "Oh boy."
A lot of fun was had. I promise, Sarah, I'll never tell.
That's so good. That is so good. So you and I've chatted about this a little bit, just in person or whatever. But your artwork is phenomenal, Josey, and it's so cool what you do and how you do it. And I mean
Thank
that. You saw my little boys. We're kind of a artsy family a little bit, and it's pretty dang awesome what you're doing.
God had to do something good with me. That's what I tell everyone. Now it's been a blessing, and it's like a shock. I wouldn't have thought people. It's different from what you normally see, and I wouldn't have thought it would take off like it has. And then to get to come and support great causes like last night, get to do things like this in front of big crowds, it's even cooler.
Talk about last night real quick. What was going on?
Oh, I was nervous.
Were you really?
In front of a room. I'm usually by a bar, kind of tucked away.
Yeah.
And then I've never done a 2-day where I separated it out thing. Like they had me actually sketch this over at the owner's breakfast the morning before.
Okay.
So then people are coming by, they're seeing the piece. What are you going to do? What colors are you going to use? The preconceived notions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm my worst critic, so then I'm like, well, I hope it lives up to everybody's expectations. But it seemed pretty well received. There was a lot of raffle tickets sold last night. So
that's so awesome.
Yep.
When we were at the Prefert the first time I met you, I came over and I asked you because I was emceeing that deal, and I was like, hey, what are you going to do? And you're like, and I was like, what? What do you mean you don't? Like, we're starting in like T-10, and you're like, I don't know yet. Like I'm caught between these two things. Like, I don't know if I'm going to do this or I'm going to do this. And then you just go. And that, I guess, as an artist, like even up here, everything we do is unscripted.
Absolutely.
But you nail it.
Yeah. I don't always nail it.
You nail it.
This got nailed.
This one did. You definitely nailed this one. So talk about your process.
I'm, of course, being from a musical and artsy family, super emotional. I'm one of those people, you don't ever tell me something you don't want me to picture in my head, please, sometimes. Because it's going to...
Noted.
It's going to flash.
Noted.
It's going to flash. But no, I'll start sketching. Like I did one for the Sam Thompson Memorial Foundation back in January at the Heritage Place sale. And what I had actually kind of in my head, I started and it wasn't working. And then I stood there and I just kind of found some lines that looked like they might work, and then I changed it. And that's the one that's brought the most amount of money. It brought $35,000 up there at the Heritage sale.
Really?
That was cool. It was live auctioned off. That was really cool. All the proceeds went to it. And but I did change like in midstream because it wasn't working and it was going to look funky. Which I was still in the drawing with the water. I use usually to draw it, I use water-soluble graphite. So when I start spraying it, you'll see it run, but it looks like a pencil. Mm-hmm. And so I changed it like midstream, and it was really funny. I had several gentlemen come over, and men and women both just be like, we didn't know what you were doing, and then your horses all of a sudden are facing the opposite direction. I'm like, welcome to my life. That's how my brain works. pray for my husband because you never know.
Well, that is so cool. So when did you? I think you and I talked about this, but when did you start, Josey? Like when did this like kind of become a real thing that like when you were like, oh man, this is legit in my life?
About the year before my daughter was actually born. I had just started. I've always trained horses for a living. It's why I still have some outside barrel horses. Still have my open card in the NRCHA because of that. And I was just putting stuff on Facebook. And I mean, and social media is such a blessing and a curse at the same time, depending on how you use it. And started posting stuff. People started buying it. First painting I sold for like $40 or $50, and I thought, man, I'm there. I'm doing good. You know, Christmas was pretty good that year. And then now, like the tattoo on my arm is the first painting that I ever sold for over 4 figures, and now I've sold them for 5 figures. And it just keeps growing, and it's just such a blessing. But it literally is all just from putting it out on social media, painting what we see, feel. Of course, this speaks to 90% of the room last night because of the Rain Cow Horse.
Sure.
And the Rain Cow Horse and the Cutters both have been huge supporters.
Sure. As
well as, I mean, I could draw for any discipline, but these are the ones I'm passionate about. So,
talk to me about your style. What do you call your style?
I don't think it has. Some people say abstract. I don't know. It's art.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many different ways to do art. You go right down here to Bowie House, and you see everything from a collage out of shotgun shells to neon lights put through paintings to just original oils. I mean, there's so many ways to create something beautiful.
Absolutely. Well, I love what you do, and like this painting right here, it's very, you know, the first day I came in here and saw him, like we're building a house right now, and we, because of our personal deal, but also this art it's beautiful. It really is. Like this is something very classy for that room in your house that needs a centerpiece, and I think it's very, very cool. This one turned out awesome.
I was worried, and I was proud when I got done. I was a little worried.
Were you? I love that you were like, man, this is a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I do them, and I'm like, whoever gets them loves them, but I'm like, I wish I could have done that better.
Sure.
I'm pretty tickled, and especially for the crowd. I mean, I show against these people. I call a lot of them friends. So to do one, I'm proud of for them, and it is actually being raffled off online. So we can still get raffle tickets. You can still get raffle tickets through midnight finals night. I need to show you
my text message from my wife. Is like, you make sure you get some of those raffle tickets.
Awesome.
Like that is no kidding. This morning, when you just hear a minute ago, I'm like, oh man, did I miss it? Was it all just last night?
They close midnight, the finals night on the 28th, and then I believe they're going to draw for it on that Monday.
Gotcha.
And I will ship to whomever wins it, unless
I'm
going
to win it and
local.
make you hand deliver it. That's
to Montana?
No, just to Tulsa.
Oh,
we're in Oklahoma. So.
Oh, I thought she had, okay. No, Tulsa's not a problem. I'm actually coming that way here before too long.
Perfect. It'll work perfect. So I'm not going to say the draw's rigged, but it might be. So
no.
Anyway.
There's some NRCHA girls that'd fight you if you could rig the draw.
I bet, right? Right. So talk to me about, 2-day deal.
Yeah.
So were you chatting with anybody? We've got multiple horses here. Talk to me about this idea.
I mean, if you're in the cow horse industry, like there is such a tradition of the vaquero, of the snaffle bit all the way through. Like I believe it was CJ Shotbell won the Hackamore last year, turned around, won the 2-rein this year. That doesn't get done very often on the same horse because it is the tradition of coming through each. Because and the Hackamore is very difficult. Like my first Hackamore horse, I got lucky. The second one, not so much. To keep them honest, just in a rawhide nose band. There's such an art to it.
Sure.
And which actually lends really well to what I do because these people are passionate about their horses. Yeah. Their headgear is beautiful. I mean, coming from the barrel horse industry, $190 for a Dave Elliott bid. Everybody's like, oh my gosh. I'm like, my snaffle costs more than that.
Yeah, right.
That I show in.
Right.
Because everything's, they like art. I mean, and there are some great artists and writers within our industry.
Sure.
That people don't even realize.
Yeah. So taking this pictures of progression through our horses right here.
Snaffle bit to the Hackamore, to the 2-rein, to the finished bridle horse, which we're all going to see the greatest bridle horses in the world on Saturday night. And the Will Rogers will be rocking.
It will be.
I'm
man. So excited.
Have you seen a
So I've never been to the finals before.
Get ready.
I've never been. I've come down and in the snaffle bit finals, we did the deal out there. So I'm going to be out here on the desk, which is a blessing and a curse.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun to be out here, but I really wish I was inside just watching as a fan.
Oh, it's a roar.
Yeah. That's what everybody said.
The year Mitch won it, Philip, and if Philip had tried a couple times before that, I don't think there's a dry eye in the house. It's one of those heart horses.
Yeah.
And now Philip's coming back on his son. So that's going to be exciting.
That's awesome.
And then just watching, there's just great horses. And then, of course, Adon, here he comes on his dad's horse, who's tried multiple times. And that fence run the other night, wow.
So that interview, did you watch the interview that
we
did?
I did. He's so well-spoken.
It's like you and Sarah. Adon and I have had some fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, and been friends a really long time, and it was so cool to see a guy get emotional over, it wasn't the 10,000 and winning the round. He's won $8 million in the cutting pen. He's won everything there is to win in the cutting deal. You know what I mean? And to be so emotional about making it back to this event, it's cool that there's an event that guys and gals can put on that pedestal that is so hard. There's 15 people in our whole industry that get to play tomorrow night. 15. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, that's real cool.
It's very cool. And the horsemanship side of it. And everybody I've talked to up here about it, we go right up to Guthrie here next week for the timed event championships. On the timed event side of thing, that is the deal.
Yeah.
This is the deal on the horsemanship side of it. It's the same event. It's an Ironman of horsemanship.
Oh, yeah.
And it's so cool.
Oh, it's goals, and to watch, several of the trainers that they work all year on their roping, and they want to get better because they want to catch.
Yeah.
And there was a couple years ago, I think it was Jesse Lennox, like when he caught, he celebrated that he caught.
It's like the biggest
you
thing
thought
in
he'd
the world
won the
for
whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, he was so excited.
Yeah.
And like you said, Adon, his mental strategy. I heard him give a pep talk to someone before cutting, just eavesdropping one time, and what he was saying, I was like, Chopin, thoughts. But these great trainers are passionate.
Oh man,
like all of them.
Yeah, you've got three guys coming to the finals tomorrow night that have won everything in the cow horse, and they're three of the greatest guys. Yeah. And this is the one thing they haven't achieved yet. Yeah. It's important to them. It's going to be a huge night. And I tell you what, watching the prelims and everything, it's anybody's ball game too. It is anybody. You cannot sit here and go, I think no.
I'm not going to lie. Girl power. I'm rooting for Abby.
You got to root.
Abby and Style.
Yeah.
And my daughter is a big fan of Style. She actually drew him and had him on the cover of her magazine. She's a Mitch fan too, and she's going to be here. So that's her too. Yeah. The son of Mitch, and then Abby and Style are her.
That's so cool.
Her to root for. And our girls give somebody something to look up for. Erin went in it last year. Sarah, Gusty, all those girls give these young horsewomen something to look up to, because they are toe-to-toe with the boys, and there is no, the girl sport, the guy sport in this. It's a level playing field in there tomorrow night.
Absolutely. That is very, very cool and very well said. And that's, having it's about the horsemanship. It's about going, and that's what's cool about cow horse too, is that you just got to go ride them.
You do.
You got to go ride them and show these horses. And
this crowd's so welcoming. So when I first showed up at them, I'm riding a 3-year-old barrel horse bred stud colt. That's the one you now see me winning rodeos on. And I'm coming in the pen to run and stop. No clue. I don't know about the dragging, how you run and stop at the top of the hour. All of this is right over my head. And I'm carrying my daughter. They stop. They wait for me to go in. I promptly get on and just jump right in. I'm going to figure this out. First thing he does is runs off with me right through the middle of everybody. Right through. He splits Kathy Ferguson and Erin Tormino, and Kathy's one of Erin's non-pros. And they're like, and now we're all friends, and it's a big joke.
Got a new chick.
Kathy told me, she said, he looks fast. And now Kathy's like, told you he was fast.
That's so funny.
But there's a lot of lifelong friends in this industry. And it's really cool. There's a lot of history that, I didn't come into it till I was 40. Yeah. And so coming into it late in life, they really do welcome new people. People ask me, "Are you not intimidated to go to those big shows?" I'm like,
I'm with you. I've always just wanted a team rope. That's the deal. I told my wife, I'm like, I think I want to get the boys involved in this, and I think I want to show. Yeah. Like really, I mean that. I'm not just saying it. Like, I really think at 45, I think I want to work on my horsemanship, and I think I want to try going down the fence. Like, it is so cool, and it's the first time. Like, I was around the cutters for so long, and I rode into the herd a few times, but wasn't really my jam. This is cool, and the people, I think, make it that way too, because you know that they'll be like, hey, come on, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You're at step one. We don't care. Come on.
Yeah. And you can learn so much. I tell everybody, of course, I still run barrels, and I have two really nice. I have a young rodeo horse I'm just starting to haul, and then my good horse remix. But it has completely changed my approach to barrel racing. I've lost that. I want to go win this. I want to go beat this. We're all riding fast horses. I'm now at the stage, and I think I said this before, I want to go make the best run I can make, because if I do, I'm on a horse that's capable of winning it. They're all talented. It's anybody's game, because that's how we have to approach these three disciplines here. Is you don't go in there trying to say, I'm going to go in there and mark 76. That's just the judge's mercy.
Yeah.
You're saying, I'm going to go in there and show the best I can on what horse I'm riding.
That's very, very cool. I think you're absolutely right. And that's one of the things, talking to all the top guys, the thing that's always come up on this desk and keeps coming back is it's very humbling. It's very humbling because of the three disciplines, and because there's a cow involved in two of them, and you think that, I mean, that's the great equalizer, is throwing the cow in there, and then having the three different disciplines. It's just really, really cool.
It is, and then coming back to the artwork end of it, like, they just appreciate beautiful things. Whether it's go over there to the saddle house right now and look at those bits on the Maker's Showcase.
Oh man.
Like, I wish I had the patience to do that, just to see if I could.
Yeah.
And then, the artists around here, the saddle makers around here, Austin Valuemont, I rode one of his saddles the other day when I went and tried a horse at Jess's. Oh, Lord. I was like, I'm going to need one of these.
I need to sell some paintings.
At some point. Yeah, we need to sell. Want to do some trading?
Yeah, right.
I will. I'm always down for some trading.
That's perfect. So what have you got coming up next? We were talking before we jumped on here. You got a few things coming up.
I do. So on the 14th of March, my sponsor, who is my vet, Mid-South Equine, if you were ever in there, and there's a gigantic mural on the wall, I did that. And I'll be there painting live at their open house. All of the proceeds from that, which will also be a raffle, will go to the local therapeutic riding center that shows at the NSBA events. Dr. Ricconi's on the board of that. And then our guys at War Horses. I'm going to be back there on May 2nd. And those guys, the things they do for our veterans, and of course my family are vets, is incredible. I painted there last year. The after party at that deal, you and Sarah need to come up.
So is that in Kansas?
May 2nd. Yeah.
And that is it at their facility?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I want to.
It is so fun.
Is it?
Like, we had a good time last year. We sold the painting. It did well. Owner, Miss Patricia Brown, she's requested we come back. And then after we were done, the party was on. It was a big dance, like old school dance, like what we grew up with.
Yeah.
There wasn't no line dancing going on.
Perfect.
It was a good time.
That's awesome. What do you do anything Memorial Weekend? Are you anywhere Memorial Weekend?
I have no idea when it's Memorial Weekend.
So it's the last weekend of May. And the reason I'm asking is because, just tying it in, this is totally off the cuff right here.
You're putting me on the spot now.
No, not really, but kind of. So it's right before we go to the pre-fruit deal. We up in Decatur, we have the Danny Dietz, Navy SEAL Danny Dietz Memorial. For anybody that watched Lone Survivor, it's that whole story. There was one guy that survived. Anyway, they do a team roping, a rodeo, an auction, all kinds of cool stuff. We've been kind of in and out of involvement with them for years and years, but we need to talk about that.
We need to talk. I just got hustled.
I totally just hustled.
You did just hustle me.
I just hustled
on
her
the spot,
on camera,
live.
Can't hustle your friends. You can't hustle.
When
anybody.
it comes to the veterans, I'm down, and
that's
just
the
holler at
deal.
me.
It's the same type of deal.
I did.
mean, I've got such a huge soft spot for those guys, and it's very, I don't know, near and dear to my heart. Those guys at this deal, there's a bunch of Navy SEALs, and then there's a whole bunch of other guys too. Just teams guys, operator. It's really, really special, and a bunch of people come out and celebrate those guys.
And they're amazing. And I've done a bunch of stuff. The Freedom Ball was the first military event I ever did. It's in Sulphur Springs. And I did, that year was No Man Left Behind, and they honored the 13 in Afghanistan. So I did 13 riderless horses on a painting, and it hangs in the Hopkins County Courthouse. We have prints of it. And and like the military's they're just inspiring. They give up so much for us. And like even with war horses, my husband's a firefighter paramedic, and they help those guys too and help the police officers, and like just watching people give back's really cool.
That's
awesome.
And
it's cool to get to use my gift to help out with that cause.
That's very special, isn't it?
It is.
That's cool. Well, Josey B, I sure appreciate you. I love your artwork.
Oh, thanks for having me.
And I'm not
it's
just
always
saying
fun.
that. This one is cool. You got to be proud of.
I really
this one's
am.
Kind of
I can't wait to see who it goes to. Like
yeah.
I'm pretty pumped to see it hanging on people's walls. That's pretty neat to get to when people send you pictures when it's hanging in their house and they show you what they've done, or like we gave a gift yesterday that was a commission for the Veronica Swales and Clay Volmer, and to watch them get emotional over their friend giving them that gift, that's a pretty cool part of what I do.
That's cool. Well, right before we got on camera, there were people coming up here saying, "Hey, can we get prints of this already?" And it was just painted yesterday.
Yeah, and
that's pretty cool.
I don't, not knowing who it's going to go to, I don't know that that's going to be an option yet or not, but we'll see if we can figure something out.
Yeah, well, this is cool. Well, Josey, thank you so much, and congratulations on your artwork.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Well, guys and gals, this is what it's all about. Getting old friends that have quite a history through their wives up here. Goodness sakes. No. So to go get our raffle tickets online, where do we go?
So you can go to the Facebook page, Blue Bonnet Feeds. And I should mention that Blue Bonnet sponsored me being there. This was all a part of their sponsorship for the owners committee.
Okay.
Or you can go to the NRCHA Facebook page. There is both a link and a QR code. Okay. So and then I believe the QRs are around here somewhere. You can pick them up. Awesome. And again, through midnight finals night, and they'll shut them off, and then the raffle will be I believe Monday.
Cool.
So
all right, well, go check them out, everybody. You want to make sure and get those raffle tickets. I know that's what I'm going to do as soon as we get off camera here. So Josey, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, Drew.
All right, everybody, we're easing down towards that finals night. It's coming up tomorrow evening, and we're getting closer and closer to the finals here at World's Greatest Horseman. Once again, all of this coverage is brought to you by our friends at Ranch Fuel. I am Dru Stewart on behalf of EQN Sports, all driven by Holiday Auto Group. We'll see you in a little bit, everybody.